Well, hello. I'm back. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic middle of the week. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We're almost there. We're almost back to Friday, but we need to get through Wednesday first. And today we're going to keep working on the text to ads project, specifically the review page. I want to add more details to that page, clean it up a bit. Specifically, I want my main goal is to show a the amount of the number of times, like the time slots that the user selected on the first step, which can be many, and a total of like a total number for the entire service. So if they selected 2 time slots at $12 piece, that'll be $24. His Dean, how you doing, man? Thank you for being here. First on the chat, congratulations. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Good morning, development. I've been having some really interesting usernames. Like the other day was PHP, now it's development. Like that's a good username. Thank you for being here. It's evening for me, but good morning to you. Let me close a few tabs here. You are no longer needed. Go away. I don't need you. Go away. Let's head over to this place here. It's open. Let's open TT ads, test ads, create. Soviet. Hi. Hi, Soviet. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. So let's see. This one was good, I think. That's good. I should use the same one for everything. Oh, this looks like crap. Hold on. Better. What happens if I try this? Okay, yeah, it's still working. We should make all of the required fields required right now. Oh, that reminds me, we also needed an error message when the text to speech service fails. We'll see about that. But first of all, I want to start with now that I know that the text to speech works and I'm going to be going back and forth, I should probably disable the text to speech request just momentarily so that I can work on the review step without having to constantly be pinging the text to speech service and being charged for it. So yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. In fact, let's just go and give the audio file a value. Or was it? It was a hidden one. There you are, audio file. I'm sure I can give this a value, right? Value, default value, default. I think we already have a file here that we can use in storage app. public. Let's just use speech.mp3. Then up here, because we already have the value, then the file name will be that. And I don't really need to make this request, at least not for now. And then on the review page, we should be using an audio HTML element with storage public, and then the audio file value. I'm gonna remove this. It didn't do anything. All right, let's give this a try. Filling some of the values here, service, whatever, radio station. I wonder why this is 12 cents. It's probably because of the database seeder. Maybe I forgot that it was in cents and not in dollars. Then select date. We only have one option, which is today. Maybe 3 times. Click next. No request, but I still have this default value. Please output to my AirPods. Thank you very much. There you go. That way I'm not just wasting money on ChatGPT. Radio station is not showing. Should look into that. Also, type of business, that's an ID. I'm gonna have to look for the value on that one. Or probably have an enum. No, an enum wouldn't work. That's an ID for the value in the database. Let's start from top to bottom, just cleaning up this space. Let's start with the business. Okay, so if we want to not change this to a proper function, we could just do service type, isn't it? No, what was the model name for this one? Business type. So business type, find, just pass the value here. And then we reference the name, I think. Could just to be safe do this, just in case the value is not in the database, which is very unlikely because we are selecting it in the previous step. But let's just be safe and put a no safe value there. Nothing's showing up. Why is that? Maybe it's not name. It is not. It is description. There we go. The add copy, that one's showing up pretty well. Then we have the audio. We already tested that one. Let's go to radio station, which I'm guessing the name changed here to radio station ID. Let me make the audio file not required for now. Where is it? The add copy, actually. Audio file, business type, add copy. Let me make this not required for the moment. That'll help me with the testing. So service, actually just leave that in. Radio station A, I should get an ID in this case. There it is. Now we can do the same thing that we did with business type on the review page. So here, let's do radio station, find, and then find that, not that much. And the radio station, I think it is name, radio station name. Let's try that. Ooh, property name on null. See, that's why you add the null safe. Why did you add the not self? The not, why do we add the null safe operator? Because this is going to run even if we don't have a value for get radio station ID or get business type. So before we even fill in those form fields, this placeholder is going to try to make that find with an empty value, which returns a null here, and therefore we need to stop the operation right there before even referencing a name on a null value. All right, radio station A, next. There we go. The one thing I don't like right now, and we are going to fix this, but it looks really flat, right? Like the placeholder and the label look exactly the same. How can we improve this? We could make the labels bold. Would that work? I don't know if it will. You're not seeing my screen share? How come? I'm not on Discord. Let me check. So Twitch is fine. Oh, you are only seeing Discord on the background. What is going on? Why? Yeah, you're totally right. What happened here? Let's see. What happens if I turn it off? and then turn it on. Still not. That is very interesting. It has been like that since I started. So all you have seen is me typing code and there is nothing for you to see. So good, so great. How about we restart that capture? There it is. OBS, I hate you so much. Like, so much. It's good now, right? OBS just froze the source, like the monitor share froze on OBS, so I had to restart it. God, I gotta pay more attention to that. Thank you so much for letting me know. That was really, really helpful. I haven't done much. That's a good thing. So, for example, this in the review, so I just disabled the HTTP request to the OpenAI text-to-speech part, so that I don't waste money on that, and just set a default value for the hidden input that is collecting the audio file. And after that, I'm just doing this find here to get the value for the business type. I was just getting the ID, so I'm using the ID to do a find, do a null safe operator there, because this might be empty when there is no value selected. And then I get the description, same thing with the radio station, just to get the name in the review step. And I get, hold on, let me select a few values here for the service, the radio station. I get the service name and the radio station name. I was wondering how to make this stand out a bit more, because right now the label and the value are exactly the same and it looks really, really flat. So I'm thinking about what can I do to make the label stand out. I'm gonna go and find something in Filament about that. Form builder. Configuring styles, maybe? No. Let's try with fields. Field, setting a label, setting an ID, setting a default value, adding a helper below, adding a hint, changing the text color on the hint, adding an icon aside the hint, adding extra HTML attributes. That could be useful. You can pass an extra HTML attributes. You can pass extra HTML attributes to the field, which will be merged into the outer DOM element. Pass an array of attributes to the extra attributes method, where the key is the attribute name and the value is the attribute value. So I'm going to take this here. Let's try it out up here. But instead of with, let's try class. And let's do font bold. Dang it. Oh, I can't use it on the placeholder? Huh. Funny. Well, what can I use on the placeholder? Do tell me. Has helper text, has hint, has name. Let's explore the view for the placeholder and see what can we configure on it. So the view for it is in filament forms components. This is the package name, and then in components placeholder. So we should be able to go to vendor, filament, filament, filament. Forms, source maybe, or resources, views, components, placeholder. Here we go. Let's see. It's calling the get content, so I'm not getting much here. But it does have the get extra attributes. Okay, let's look at the component code. That should be in source. Components. Placeholder. I was already here. Name sets, so has hint, has name, has hint actions. So where is the get extra attributes method? Where does it come from? I don't think it's from component. Hmm. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. I use extra input attributes. This is for the input specifically. I need to use this one up here, which is extra attributes. You can also pass extra HTML attributes to the field wrapper, which surrounds the label entry and any other text. Problem with that is that it's going to make both texts bold. Okay, let's try it with extra attributes first. Doesn't work. See why? That's because the span itself already. Where did the font bold go either way? I don't even see it. Ah, it went into this place. It is actually, I think it is bold. Yeah. Ooh, what's that? John Romeo, thank you so much for joining me and for following on Twitch. Welcome. Say hi in the chat so I can say hi back if you want. No pressure. So the problem is that this is font medium, this is font bold. They don't really stand out between each other. One one other thing that I could do is just choose what labels I want to show. For example, maybe I don't want to show this label here, just show the radio station. Time slots, that one I would want to keep is the ones that don't really need to be shown. Type of business, I can just show the value. Add copy, I can show the label and the value. This one I do need. So yeah, I'm going to not show type of business and also radio station. Those two I don't want. I'm gonna keep the font medium actually so that it looks like a label. Add copy, that's fine. Audio, that's fine. Radio station, just put the extra attributes and remove the label. And then keep time slots. Now with the time slots, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to render like a list of values, and I really don't want to do it directly on a string here. So my thought would be, can I render a separate view? I know I can use blade render within new HTML string. But can I do blade render and pass a view so that I can then pass data into that view, which would be the array of time slots, and just render that views, just design that view separately and just pass it in here. I'm gonna check on that. So yeah, see, we can use blade render, but what can I pass into blade render? Let's go and find out. Oh, I could use the view. Views may also be returned using the view facade. Hmm. So maybe I can use blade render and pass a view, the return of the view like this. Will that work? Late templates. Rendering inline blade templates. Let's see. Sometimes you may need to transform a raw blade template string into a valid HTML. You may accomplish this by using the render method provided by the blade facade. Yep, we know that. We can pass data into it as well. No. No, 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 no. Okay. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give this a try. So, one second. If I return a view, what was I? Validating errors, no, that was in a different page. I barely understood what an API is. What is this? I aspire to be this level of good. How long does it take? Um, Look, I wouldn't worry about how long it's going to take because it's different for everyone. I mean, I myself have been using the PHP language for half my adult life. So I started when I was 21. I'm 44 now, so it's been a while. 10 of those years I've been using Laravel. So I can even after 10 years of using it, you still see me going back to the documentation. So it's not a matter of knowing everything at once. It's just having a good foundation. So I don't know if you have any foundation with programming languages or if you have any experience on that, but it doesn't really change the fact that maybe you can't ever be like the best. You will always have people that are better than you, and that's good because you can learn from them. So I wouldn't worry about getting to, like you said, this level of good because to be honest, I'm not that good. I'm still learning like everyone else. And all I'm trying to do is share the learning experience that I go through every day with all of you, so that maybe you get something out of that and apply it to your own journey. So how long does it take? I don't know. It's different for everyone. It could take you 6 months to be like top tier level senior developer. It could take you 1 year, 5 years. It really doesn't matter. Just learn, try to learn something new every day if you're passionate about it, and try to improve every day. And that's really all it takes. I'm going to tinker with this. TTS ads. So let me see. Do I need any of this? I don't think I do. Yeah. And you're already ahead of me on that because I suck at OAuth. I honestly, I barely use it. If you were to quiz me right now on how to use it, I would totally fail. So what do I get if I do view equals view? I'm going to create a view first of all. Where do I create it? Sources, views. Do I put it in components, partials, layouts? Let's do partials. PHP artisan make view. Let's call it partials. Time slots. That should give me a file in this folder here called time slots. It has nothing right now. Let's put something in it. Ooh. Let's say, I don't know, span. Let's try some dummy values first. Maybe I'm going to use an on order list with some elements with maybe 9 a.m. Let's do 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Now, if I do view, it's going to be in partials, time slots dash slots. What do I get in return? The view was not found. Because I named it wrong. There. Okay, so I get an instance of Illuminate view. So what if I do blade? I need to import blade. Render. Oh, it only takes a string. Huh. Okay. Okay. Can I do render here? Oh, if that's the case, I could just do that and not use the blender here. This would give me, hold on. This should give me a string. And I can pass data right here. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I can just do view render and pass the data here. So if I were to pass an array of values, like for example, let's do a for each time slots as time. Now I know that each of those is going to be text. It's going to be text, yes. So let's just say time here, then and for each, close the loop, delete this, delete that. I need to use curly brackets here, of course. So if I go back to Tinker and pass, I don't know, the values 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Ooh. Then run that again. Get, oh, okay. It's because I need to pass this as an associative array. So I'm going to wrap this in another array and give this a key of time slots. So this will turn into the variable inside the template. There it is. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So now I can use this snippet here and pass it into this HTML string. I guess I should put this span. Well, do I need that? I don't think I do. Okay, let's replace everything inside these parentheses here. So change inside parentheses, and let's do view. Let's call partials time slots, and then pass the value coming in from the time slots. Is that the name? Let me go and check. Time slots. Come on. Feel like I'm having a lot more parentheses. So this one closes that one. This one closes that one. This one closes that one. And then finally this one. No, it's fine. So we do view. Now I have to find that parenthesis. So get slots, view partials here. I'm going to render. And that will give me the HTML string that goes into new HTML string that will ultimately render what I need from the time slots. Let's try that out. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, no. Did I close? Oh, I'm going to keep it here. Time slots undefined. How come? I didn't pass it. You have to pass it as a key value array. Come on. Like this. And I believe it was Y. No. I always forget how to surround view. No. View, select this. And was it Shift Y or Y? Y. Hold on. I just need to practice this. So view. If I do S, it's gonna screw me over. So okay. Maybe like this. So get out of view and then do Y surround. Find the next parenthesis and surround that in. No, that didn't work. Okay, I didn't do it. I'll find it out later. I always forget. Let's just do it the old way. Okay, so if I were to select a date, hold on. First, I need to change the radio station, select a service. Now I only, oh, that's interesting. Did you see that? Hold on, let me refresh. I can select a date before I can even select a radio station. But because the schedule is based on the radio station, that did it change? No, it stays selected as 17, but I don't have any time. So I need to make some changes there because the 17th, there is no schedule for that radio station and it's still selected the value preemptively. So that's going to be a problem. I probably have to just hide the date and only show the date field after I select the radio station, like we did with the service. All right, so select service. Now I get a bunch of times. Let's select 3 of those and move over. Ooh, almost. It's there, but it's black. So yeah, I need to apply some CSS classes to this. Like text white and text SM. Now this, I'm not accounting for white mode, like light mode, sorry. Now that I think about it, maybe I just do dark variant and then text white. Do the same here. And then I have to go to the time slots thingy and maybe do it to the UL class dark text white. And let's also do font medium. All right, let's do that again. Radio station, service, date, 1, 2, 3. Next, there you go. Although the value is not properly formatted, I need that in AM PM, but that's easily solvable. Hello, fried rice. How you doing? Thank you for being here. How long have you been doing Laravel? I want to say 10 years already, but it might be longer than that. Let me think. So I've been in my current job for, it's going to be 11 years already. And that's when I moved from Cake PHP, which is what I was using before Laravel. So I'm gonna say 11 years. When did Laravel 4 released? I think that was the first version that I started using. Let me check. I don't remember. A complete history of Laravel versions. So I started around here. So that was 2013, May 28th. So 2013, 2023, yeah, 11 years. Wow, that's a long time. So yeah, I started with Laravel version 4. I remember that I started using it when it just came out. And that was around the time when I started my current job. So that was 11 years ago. Almost 12 already. I'm only new to Laravel, like I just started last May, June. Well, there is no better, literally, there's no better time to start using it like right now. So many good things have been added to the framework since version 4, which is when I started using it. Like, you are starting in the perfect moment. You're not late, you're just in time. Let's format this because this should be on AM PM. You can use carbon, right? No. Little h is 12-hour format. I is minutes, and then capital A is the AM PM at the end. One more time, service, radio station, service again. Sorry, this business type, service, date. Let's go with 1, 2, 3. Next. Ooh, you have to import carbon. Or just use the the full path. So illuminate support carbon, I think. I think that's the one. One more time. Service state. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. What is this? Oh, I have to tell specifically no label or hidden label, hidden label. Same thing up here. Otherwise, when you create a form field in filament, the whatever you pass in make is going to be used as the label, replacing the snake case with spaces like you saw there. Hmm. Boom, boom, boom. Next. There you go. Just the service name. Add copy with a bunch of text, the audio file, the radio station name, and the time slots. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Now, the next thing I need, first of all, let's solve this issue with the $sign here. And I'm thinking it has to do with the value in the database. In fact, let's find that out. So service from app model service, let's grab it all. What do we have there? Yeah, this, we opted for a value, an integer value in cents. So this should be 120, right? 120 cents. No, that'll be 12,000. 1,200. Sorry. Let me correct that value. Should I recreate the database? Probably. Let me check the database seeder, which runs every time I create or recreate the database. Database seeders, database seeder. Where is the service? This is the schedule service. Here we go. Wait a minute. That price is right. Why did it go as... That's interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm refreshing the database. PHP artisan migrate fresh seed. Now what's the value? That is what? That's interesting. What's going? Is it because of the casting that I'm doing in the model? Oh, let me check. What if I, instead of doing that, I pass a 12 instead? So what's happening, I think, let me just try it and then explain what could be happening. So save that. Wipe the database clean and create it again. Head over here, run that thing again. No. That's weird. It's dividing it? It's dividing it, isn't it? Isn't it? Dividing it by 100. So what if I just multiply that by 100? That's what I was doing. That just gives me 1200 again, which won't work. You already saw that. Can I just do find like this? Yeah, it goes back to 12. How about 1000? That give what? Why do I have to do 1000 to give me 120 cents? And if I go back, I need to relog in, by the way. That if I select a radio station, okay, close, but not there. So I need to actually multiply that by 10,000. I don't even need to multiply that, just do that. Which I hate, but I guess that's the way it has to go. Okay, let's try that again. That'll be $12. Yeah. So I guess that I'm using the money, this package called money. And in the service model, I'm using the money decimal cast. Is there another? see now. Money casts. I think it's because I'm using the money decimal cast instead of the money integer cast. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I'm betting if I go here and change this to money integer cast and then refresh, so like a radio station. Nope, still. Well, let's try resetting the database again, see what happens. Maybe the value, the casting value, it's when it's ingested into the model and not when displayed. Well, yeah, because the value right now is the correct value in the database. But what if I just recreate the tables again? So right now it's 1200, but if I run it again, yeah, that was a problem. So the money integer is the one that I need. If I do money decimal cast, I need to multiply my value when creating a new row, multiply the value by 10,000 instead of just 1,000. No, sorry, 100. This will be like 100 and I don't know how many dollars. Hi, Snokoba. I'm gonna guess is in Snokoba, trying to use the 8 as a B. Sorry if I'm doing it wrong. But hi, thank you for being here. This is on YouTube, by the way. Hey, Tudo, I have a question about lead code. Never used it, so I'm going to try to answer with very little knowledge. Do you know any way or website where I can refresh my memory about lead coding? Because I was doing that so long time ago, so I almost don't remember anything. Well, I can't help you there because I do not use lead code. Nakoba. All right, cool. So yeah, I don't use lead code, so I couldn't help you with any resources to refresh your memory. In fact, I couldn't help you with anything regarding memory because this thing here is like 512 kilobytes. I'm like a floppy disk. I can't keep anything in here. I constantly have to go back to documentations. I have to make written notes everywhere because my little peanut brain is terrible at remembering things. So, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go back and change this to the correct value, which is that. Should be that. Right? All right. Recreate. Last time. Find it. That's what I'm looking for. So this will turn into $12. Head back, log in again. Radio station. There you go. 12 buckaroos. Yeah, the same. I just decided to switch to software engineering, and there is about lead code stuff, system design, etc. Yeah, I've heard about lead code, and everyone like swears by it. I've yet to use it though. Is there anything in lead code about PHP? A new way to learn. All right. Questions, community, contest. Is that it? C++, Java, and Python? There's got to be more to it, right? There's not much information here. I don't want to create an account. Data structures. Arrays. SQL. Sorting. So I guess, what about sorting? Introduction to sorting. More about concepts than anything else. Yeah, I can't see anything without an account. So basically, it's about solving problems by using algorithms, data structures, etc. And you're trying to learn. Are you trying to use this to learn a language, or you already know the language and you just want to retrain or train your brain into solving problems? Is that the case? Do you have a programming language already in mind, or one that you know already? I can tell you one thing right now. I suck at algorithms. If you were to tell me right now, solve this problem using XYZ sorting algorithm, I could not. All I have is things that I've done in the past with projects that I've created and learn on the go. I have managed to go my whole career, 20 years already, 23 years, without knowing or really knowing algorithms. So it's doable. You don't really need to know algorithms. What you really need to do is, as a wise man said before me, give yourself a project. If you really want to train your brain to solve problems, give yourself a small project in the language that you already know. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too complicated. Just give yourself a project, something that you need to solve, and just hack at it. Use documentation and also use tutorials, but only to get unstuck when you get stuck. And as soon as you're done with, as soon as you get unstuck, go get out of the tutorial and just go back to documentation. That's my way of learning. That's how I've been learning my whole life, by practicing, by creating a project by myself, looking at the errors, getting stuck for hours on end, and then at some point getting unstuck, and then rinse and repeat. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 20 years. Thing is, there was a period of my life where I didn't do any coding, so I should deduct those out of my experience, because I was working as how do I put this? I don't even know the name. So it was like a second level assistance, like there is a place that they use this software, and when the software doesn't work, they call a hotline, and that's the first level. And if they don't know how to solve it, they call second level, and that was me. So I spent 7 years of my life doing that, and I didn't touch any code whatsoever. It took me almost a year to go back in the horse, to get back in the horse with PHP. It was good money. It was miserable though. Boring as hell. Hey, Turo. So I'm going to say 20 minus 7. I'm going to say 14. I'm going to start saying 14 years. Yeah. But I started using PHP when I was 21, and I'm 44 now. Never give it up. Hey Turo, is this on YouTube? I created a blog admin panel in Filament, and for translation I use the Spatty Filament plugin, but I want to remove validation when I fill out a form for any other language except EN and Lang, except English. So you only want to validate on when it's English? Have a good night, you too. Thank you for showing up, Snokoba. Well, you do know that you can check the so regarding validation, first of all. These are all of the available methods, and you have this required if method. This value must not be empty. Okay, that's only for values. In Laravel validation or combined string. Filament includes several dedicated validation methods and other Laravel validation rules. You don't know how to access. So Spatty plugin gives you the language switcher, but you don't know how to access the selected language value. What is it? Spatty translation. So I'm guessing it's using the Laravel translatable behind the scenes. Or isn't it? Yeah, this one, Spatty translatable. Actually, let's go and look at the plugin real quick. I've never used that plugin, by the way. So I'm learning with you. Hmm. Is that a plugin? This one. So you're using this local switcher, I'm guessing. By default, translatable locales, I don't know how to say that, can be set globally for all resources in the plugin configuration. And then there is the translatable locales. Can you use this? If you wish to reactively inherit the locale, I don't know how to say that. How do you say that? Body locale. If you wish to reactively inherit the locale of the translatable resource page that the relation manager is being displayed on, you can override the active locale property and add Livewire's reactive attribute to it. If you do this, you no longer need the locale switcher on the table. Okay, so that's kind of conflicting with what you're doing already. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure. There's got to be a way, but I won't be able to answer right now. If you don't mind posting that question on the Discord server, and I can go and take a look later after the stream or maybe this weekend, and I can figure it out and then give you a better answer, because right now I'm not really sure. I haven't used this plugin ever, so I'll have to do my research first. So yeah, if you don't mind, the link is, you're on YouTube, so the link should be in the description of this video, I think. If it's not, you can go to my profile page and should be there. If not, just let me know and I can post the link here. But yeah, just post it in Discord and I will look at it in due time. So now that I have the price showing up as it should be, if I select 1, 2, 3 of these, oh, that was occupied. If I select 3 of these, for example, that'll be 1 to 36 bucks. And I want to show that total over here. Like a total number here of all of the, maybe I can show next to it the service value, like the dollar number here. Like 11 a.m., $12. 11:30, $12. 12:30, another 12. By the way, hi, thank you so much. Love you back. Love from Costa Rica, back to India. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. All right, so yeah, maybe show the dollar sign here and then below just the total where I can add up all of the values. How do we do this? I already have the service selected. Let's see. We haven't even checked the time. How long have we been? Okay, so let's do this last thing. Just show the total value, and we can call it a day. We're already 1 hour and 22 minutes. We can go for another 30 or so. So what I'm gonna do is, let's close this, go back to here. We already have this. We have a radio button for the service ID. So with the service ID, we can get the price, and it's already coming up pre-formatted. Okay. I'm guessing I have to actually use a longer function here because I'm going to do more stuff in the time slots. So let's transform this into a proper function. One, two. HTML string closes there. And then view, close. Wait, am I missing something? Probably return here. Oh, a new as well. Okay. This closes here. This view closes here, and this render is self-contained. All right. What I want to do here now is I need the service. So let's do service equals service find. And let's get the value of service ID. In fact, I can just get the price right away. Just do a null save here, and then I can just get the price. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that price already comes pre-formatted. Let me see. How am I outputting that? Up here. Service ID, service, services. Okay. Options, and then description, service price. So yeah, just using price will give me the price with a $sign in it. So a string. I got lost. Where am I? Here. All right. So I'm getting this the service. This will be a, this is no longer service. This is actually price. Now I can pass another data point here to the view. Let's pass a price. Like so. Something's wrong here. Why are you complaining? Oh, I'm missing Okay. Let's head over to the time slots template. And now, right next to it, over here, let's open a parenthesis and just output price. Like so. Did it break? No. Radio station, service, $12 each. Date, 3 times. Next. There you go. Now I just need to add those up and display them down here. I wonder if I could do all of that in the same template, just so I don't need to create another placeholder just for the total. Like add a total here. Yeah, let's do that. See how it looks. Can I even do, let me try something. What if I do an empty list element? I use a class and border top. Top. No, it's need border. T. Border top 2. That's just the width. Just do this for 1 pixel and then border gray, maybe. Let's try 400. See how that looks. I don't even know if this is gonna look good or not. Kinda. It went all the way. I don't need it all the way there. But I guess it's just a problem with the field and not with the line. And this is way too, I want this border. What's that value? Gray 100. No, sorry. Well, gray 100 and dark gray 700. I can probably, probably. Let's try 32. See if that works. There you go. Date. Select 2. Well, still grew all the way there. Why? Inspect. Check this out real quick. Okay, so that's because this is a grid. So that's a grid with a gap of 2. field wrapper there. Or we can just, let's try this. Let's go to here. And I guess this step, what if we do, is there a columns? Yes, columns. What if I change that to 2? Okay. So now I need to make all of these fields full span. Maybe I can even make 4 columns instead. This is the only one that is not going to be full width. Everyone else will. So this one, for example, column span full, add copy, column span full, audio, column span full. That's not what I wanted. Radio station review, column span full. Time slots. Oops, sorry. That one stays like that. And I'm going to make this 4 columns. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Me likey. Now below this, I'm going to add the total. Since I already have an array, since I already have a time slots array, I know how many items in that array there are. I just have to multiply that by the price. Problem is that price is coming in as a string. Dang it. How can I get the raw value from the model? Guess I'm gonna have to go and check that package again. Composer.json. See now, CK now, Laravel money. Here we go. Configuration. Well, I could probably use the parsers. Right? If I do money parse and pass the $sign as a string and pass the money value as a string, I get the actual cents. Is there no way I can get it from the there's the currencies. There is the helper. Can use that. Okay, let me do one quick test. So if I use money, import that. And do USD. I pass that. What do I get? Really? What are you talking about? See no money, money. Oh. Import the rules. We get a class of money. If I just get the amount. Nope. About money. Protected one. Okay. Maybe one of the formatters. Okay, that works. So instead of doing this, yeah, the thing is, in this class, if I call format, I get it with a $sign as a string. And I need it as at least a string, but without $sign, which PHP will take care of translating into an integer. And what I'm getting is not the USD, so I can do parse instead. And if I do 12 like this, which is what I'm getting back from the model, I can turn it into a decimal like that. Which means that if I come back here, this is actually the value with the $sign already formatted, which I can I have to do a couple of things here. Okay, I'm not going to do it in the template. Let's go back here. Let's see, what can we do? Here I already have, let's actually put it in a different variable. So time slots. Let's get that out of get time slots. So I need a total. Which should be do I get an empty array if there is no values there? Or just no? I'm gonna bank that is an empty array. So if I do count time slots times guess I want to do this like this. So I get, let's put this into service. So I can use that service to format as an integer and also format as a string. So price is going to be service null save price. And that's going to be formatted already. And then down here, I can probably do, I hope I can do, one sec. I need to test this. What's going on here? Why is everything selected? Please stop doing that. Okay. What happens if I do service price? Comes out as no. Okay, so that's the money. And the format by decimal, was it? Yeah, cool. No, I look what happens. Well, actually don't know. What you get here is not actually a string, it's actually a class, which I'm guessing has a way of turning into a string automatically. So this is what I'm doing there. So price ends up being a class of money. And what you're saying is basically just turning this into an int. Like that. And that doesn't work. Ends up being 1. I don't know what PHP is doing, but it's just taking the class and turning it as an int, which ends up being a value of 1. What I can do instead is if I do instead, I use the price, that's a class, and that class has a format by decimal. That gives me that string. And I can just multiply that. Price equals times equals 3, for example. That's 36.0. So this 3 is going to be the count of the number of items in the time slots array. So count time slots array, which I'm hoping is going to be 0 when there is no value selected. So times service null save price format by decimal. Now I just need to pass the price here and also the total. Oop. Back into the time slot template, I just need another li and just display let's try this because I do need that in money format. So there is a helper that I saw down here. There. You can just do money, money, and then pass the total. If I can remember how to type total, there you go. Yes, that should work. Why do I have 2 windows? There. Let's see, radio station, service, date. Let's select 3. Next. Boom. Should give like a total here. Span class. Oh, why? Span total. And let's do class font medium font color. Text. It's not exactly aligned with this, but it's not that big of a problem. I can see the total number, which is 24 by 2, which is 2 time slots, and that's fine. It's readable, right? Okay. I think I'm good with that. And just shy of 2 hours, I think we can pause here. Next time we are going to turn everything back on and take care of validation on the first step so that you can't move on without having everything that you need. Figure out that issue where you can select a date before you select a radio station. And that shouldn't take too much time. So that means that by next week, Monday, if everything goes well, we should get started with the checkout part. As a reminder, we are going to use Paddle for this project just so that we can learn something new. I've already made a video about using Stripe. So in this case, we are going to learn something new and just use Paddle instead. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, everyone on YouTube and Twitch. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, follow me on Twitch if you're not doing so already. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. And if you're on Twitch, you can hold on because we're going to see who we can rate today. See. As always, I think we are going to go and watch the Ferret software stream. The noodles are out and playing around, so enjoy. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. See you next week. See you on Friday, actually. Bye. Have a great week.